Balls to Potts. Oh, this is almost becoming a meme. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Craig. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Hometown Hero series, a series in which we are attempting to take my hometown club, newly relegated Barnsley FC, back to the Championship at the first time of asking. If you want to show your support for the series and the channel, the best way to do so is to smash that big old thumbs up button down below. It really helps the channel out. Now then, in the first episode, we played the first two games of the League One campaign, and it's a bit of a nightmare, really, wasn't it? We lost both games and we didn't score a single goal. So have we put that right this month? Yes, we have. We started off with a 1-1, which eventually led to us winning on penalties in the first round of the League Cup against Swindon Town. Kiefer Moore putting us ahead on 37 minutes. They immediately hit back on the 38th after a bit of a calamity in the defence. And as you can see, it ended that way, and we won on penalties eventually. We then followed that up with a 2-0 home win against AFC Wimbledon. Brad Potts smashing in the opener from 25 yards, as we know he can, finally coming up with the goods, and then Cauley Woodrow sealing the points on 85 minutes after a great counter-attacking move. We then went away to Rochdale, bit of a frustrating one. They took the lead on 21 minutes through Ian Henderson. Brad Potts smashing his level just before the interval, another great strike on the half volley, and we actually had to survive a late onslaught in this one. Rochdale really went for it near the end, and but we managed to get the draw, which I don't mind. Away from home, I'll always take a draw. The next game, bit of a circus against Scunthorpe, as you can see, 5-2, and as you can see, 5-2 was the score at half time. Scunthorpe took the lead on 5 minutes, Kiefer Moore equalised for us 10 minutes later. We were then caught on the counter and went 2-1 down, and it was all us from then, really. We won a penalty, which Tiam converted to make it 2-2. Moore got his second after a long ball over the top by Cameron McGeehan. Moncur made it 4-2 with a fantastic finish from some short passing play. We then won a second penalty, and Kiefer Moore stepped up to get his hat-trick. The second half had to be a part of the bus job because, as you can see, Dimitri Kavare got sent off just 4 minutes into that second half. A stupid 2-foot lunge on the halfway line, the player's going nowhere, and it was so bad that he's actually been lumped with a further 2-match ban. We then had an extra game slotted in at the end of the month, obviously beating Swindon Town in the first round of the League Cup. We were drawn to play Crewe Alexandra away, and as you can see, it's a very comfortable victory. Despite having a much changed side in there, we pulled off a very comfortable win, and as you can see, we did all of our work in the first half again. George Moncur putting us ahead on 7 minutes with a fantastic free kick. Jacob Brown scoring his first goal of the season from a impossibly tight angle, and then Cauley Woodrow getting a 2-minute brace there on 37 minutes, and then with a penalty on the 39th. They did manage to pull back a consolation in the 92nd minute through Paul Green, but with it being a cup competition where goal difference does not matter, that's nothing to worry about. So today we have got 2 games here. We're going to be playing the first 2 games of September in this episode. We start with a home game against Gillingham in League One, and then we have a game against Lincoln City, also at home, but this one is in the League Trophy, or the Checker Trade Trophy, I believe, as it's called. I'm not sure why it's not called the Checker Trade Trophy on here, because I have downloaded the license pack, so all the competitions should have their correct names, but oh well. So this is how we're going to line up against Gillingham. Dimitri Kavare obviously suspended, so Jordan Williams is going to slot in there at right back. Alex Mowat, as we said earlier, is injured, so George Moncur is going to take his place in that advanced playmaker role. I should mention as well that the face packs have now been downloaded, so that's why we have a full set of faces in today's formations. Great stuff. We're enjoying a lot of early possession here, but we haven't had a shot yet. Okay, Isgrove can get down the right-hand side here. It's a great ball over the top, but it just can't quite get to Moore. Potts has it. Here's Moncur. Through. Tiam's there. Oh, Pinos with the corner now. Pinnock. Oh, Lindsay picks it up at the back. And he's giving it away there. And Eves is... Oof. That was a bit of a calamity in the defence there. Liam Lindsay caught out of place. Got away with that one. Over the top, Kiefer Moore, brilliant, and the keeper's had to make a save. Probably should have scored. John Williams, now Moncur. John Williams down this right-hand side. Get the ball in. Ball comes in. Moore's there. Tiam. And that's going to be a goal kick. I think Tiam kicked it against Moore there. Here's Isgrove on the right. It's over to Moore. Another one of those long balls, and the keeper's made a save again. We've had 10 shots in this first half. So half-time, 0-0. We have been the more dominant team by far. We just need to put some of those chances away. Here's Potts. Isgrove now. Early chance and more. And... oh! How did that not go over the line? Pineos swings it into Potts, safely into the arms of the keeper. And already, after just 3 minutes into the second half, we've had 5 more shots. Now Pineos, can he get the ball in? There's no one there. Back out to Potts. Potts has a go, and it's gone back to what we saw in pre-season. He's probably not going to score one of those goals on camera, is he? Somehow gone out for a corner to us. Moncur puts it in. Can't get it past the first man again. He can try again though here. Balls to Potts. Oh, this is almost becoming a meme. Potts in the centre now. Over to Jordan Williams. Can he get the ball in here? He can't. It's back with Pinnock. Over to Pineos on the left. Can he get the ball? Comes into Kiefer Moore. And that's 1-0 to Barnsley. Kiefer Moore, his 5th goal of the season. Some brilliant vision by Ethan Pinnock to pick out Pineos on the left. Brilliant run by Pineos over there to the byline. It's come in, and Kiefer Moore, first time, makes no mistake with that one. And that's 1-0. Forward to Tiam. Tiam ball into Moore, and that is 2-0. We've been getting a lot of joy down that left-hand side today, and I'm glad it's finally starting to pay off. Brilliant ball over the top by Pineos to Tiam. Picks out Moore. This time it's a header. Same place. 2-0. We're nearly 70 minutes in here, and they still haven't had a shot on target. Okay, we're going to make our first substitution here. We're going to jig things around a little. We're going to switch George Moncur with Brad Potts. Put Brad Potts in that attacking playmaker role, and we're going to bring George Moncur off for Cameron McGeehan. Okay, last 10 minutes, our assistant has been making it clear that Jordan Williams is absolutely exhausted. So we're going to take him off and put young Lewis Wardle on for the last 10 minutes here. Pineos swings it in, and it's gone past absolutely everyone. Hanlon will clear. And that should be it when this throw-in's taken. And that is indeed full time. And look at that stat. Not one single shot on target from Gillingham in that game. To say how absolutely terrible we were in those first 2 games of the season, we have really picked things up. And is there an achievement for that? For back in the team? I think there might be one for if they haven't had a shot whatsoever, but I don't think there is one for shots on target. So that win pulls us up to 6th in the table. We are right back up there. We have definitely turned this around. Promotion push is back on, guys. It's back on. Another thing I forgot to mention, although I switched off the first transfer window, the loan window was still open, and we have let young Ben Williams go on loan to Blythe Spartans until the end of the season. I have made sure that he can be recalled if we do need him, because he had a very impressive pre-season, and I wanted him to be main backup to Danny Pineos. But Danny Pineos, it seems fine right now, but like I said, I've made sure that clause is in there that he can be recalled if we should Danny Pineos get an injury. But he's very promising young talent, and I think I'd rather him get first team football right now to ensure that he develops as well as possible. So our next game then is at home to Lincoln City in the Football League Trophy. We have been drawn in Group A along with Carlisle, Lincoln City and Wolves under 23s. Lincoln are 3rd in League 2, so we definitely shouldn't be writing them off, but I think we are going to make some changes to the side tonight. So this is how we're going to line up. We have rotated the squad around a little bit. Adam Jackson comes in at the centre of the defence there for Ethan Pinnock. Zeki Friars has come back from injury, but obviously his match sharpness isn't the best. He's been recommended for a 45 minutes worth of play today, so that's what we're going to do. Then we're going to bring some young blood on at half-time in Jordan Barnett. Just give him 45 minutes of action. He's not the best player at the moment, but what better time to, give him a go than in a cup competition. Cameron McGeehan comes in the centre there for Kenny Dougal, who is actually on international duty, so he couldn't have played anyway. Jacob Brown is on the right-hand side. He's coming for Lloyd Isgrove. We've got Mike Bearer on the left coming in for Tiam, and Corley Woodrow starts at front in the place of Kiefer Moore. Here's Jacob Brown running at the defence. Shot is blocked. Bostwick comes forward now for Lincoln City. It's out to the left. Ball's crossed in the back post, and it's 1-0 to Lincoln City. Tom Pett puts the visitors ahead. I don't know why there was no one marking that far post. It looked like he was completely on his own, unless I saw it wrong. Yeah, you can see, just comes in there. There's 3 players right in the centre, pretty much on top of each other, and that was avoidable. We shouldn't be letting in goals like that. Over the top here for Woodrow by Jordan Williams. Woodrow, and should have probably done better. Nearly half an hour gone here, and we still haven't posed any sort of sizable threat to Lincoln City. So Brad Potts has picked up a niggle here, potential lower leg injury. We don't really want to risk him for the sake of this cup competition, so we are going to go ahead and bring him off and bring... It's going to have to be another youngster, Matty Wolf. We have picked up towards the end of this first half, but like I said, we're just not posing a decent enough threat. So half-time, it's 1-0 to Lincoln City, courtesy of that Tom Pett goal in the 4th minute. And as you can see, they've only had 2 shots, but both of them have been on target, and they've scored from one of them. So if we were doing that, we'd be scoring 10 goals a game. Okay, let's do what we said before the match. We'll take Zeki Friars off at half-time. He has only been recommended for 45 minutes of football. We've given him that. We're going to give Jordan Barnett, I think his first team start for us. So we'll see how we do. Here's McGeehan. Come on, we need to do something here. And here's Moncur. Oh. Okay, we've got between 10 and 15 minutes left. We're going to have to change something. Okay, so we're going to put Kiefer Moore on there as the target man. We've changed Woodrow to an advanced forward because we don't want 2 target men on there. And let's just hope this does something. This is the first tactical substitution we've been able to make all game because the other 2 have been kind of forced. We're going to switch to very attacking now. Tell them to push forward. But they're the ones that have a free kick here. It's come in, and that is 2-0, and that's gonna be that. Michael O'Connor doubles Lincoln City's lead. Straightforward header from a free kick. We have played a very changed side, to be fair. I'm not too worried about this. I'm not too worried about this competition, to be honest. It's not the aim of the game to win this competition. It's the aim of the game to get promoted. The ball's just ping-ponging all over the place, and that is full time. We've lost 2-0 at home to Lincoln. It's only the Checker Trade Trophy. I'm not going to worry too hard about that. It was disappointing, yes, but it was some game time for some players that were coming back from injury. I missed one out, actually. I meant to bring Ryan Hedges on because he's actually come back from injury as well. Yeah, Ryan Hedges is back from injury. Again, he's just going to have to be a player that we're going to have to bed into the side over the coming weeks. Luckily, Brad Potts' injury isn't serious. He's only got a tight calf. He's going to be back in 2 to 3 days, which is very good news indeed, because we didn't want both Alex Mowat and Brad Potts out. Obviously, 2 very key players for us. So that is going to wrap things up for this episode. Next time around, we are going to be playing 2 league games. We're going to be playing against Plymouth at home and Peterborough away. If you enjoyed the video, if you're enjoying this series, be sure to give that like button a big smash down below and subscribe if you want to see my videos as soon as they come out. And I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.